Alrighty. Nightreign. DLC came out yesterday. Who's my comfiest character? It's either Executor or Raider. Let's do Raider. Nipples. What's my build at the minute? Improved crit hits, increased HP, and Everjails. But then I have some good Deep of Night stuff now.
Champion, if I may, I have a message from the small jar merchant. There's something in here, I can hear it. Please, I can't take it anymore. That is all. Would you mind seeing to it? We all rely upon its services, after all.
Okay. Bear with me a second. I have a message from the Tingle Boy. Oh, he's moved. Oh, do we go through the door? Indicates the door, perhaps concerned. Oh, that's new. Yields items from up to version 1.02 of the game. So as in, it wouldn't give me stuff. It wouldn't give me stuff for the new Nightfarers, it would only give me for the old ones, I guess. What is it, baby? Oh, hi. Who the fuck is that? Dreglord. Well, I think that was the Scholar. He's already dead. Jesus. Okay, so Undertaker did something to bring his defense down. But now Undertaker is dead. Reminder, it's been a while since I've properly played. Maybe I should have gone Executor after all. Yes, Nix, I see you in my peripheral. You're very cute. Now's not the time, baby. You were on Duchess and got him about 50%. You had no idea what was coming, or you'd have gone about the same two that I said. Or maybe I. Yeah, I don't know if this guy's got much range. He hasn't really shown us any range yet. You're just comfy on I. Fair. That was unfortunate. That is not the right game that I just counted a death against.
The odious thirst of vengeance.
A It doesn't
We must
matter
bring an end to it
that you haven't
ourselves.
seen it once. You were hoping that I would. I got close. If I'd known that's what was coming, I would have gone exec.
Curse this Dreadlord.
Can I try again? No, seemingly. You cannot, or you've not seen a way to do it, sadly. There. Hey.
What's wrong? You appear surprised. Ah, our link became quite tenuous for a moment. But here we are, as good as new. I'm at your service once again.
The Scholar has joined the Warriors of the Round Table. Choose him to depart on expeditions, like any other player character. The Scholar's a support character who gains advantages by manipulating the battlefield, analysing enemies, and threading them together. Interesting.
How might I assist you? The Dreadlord. Truth be told, we know very little. Only that this threat, this distortion, is distinct from the Night Lord. Even in its nascent state, we could not defeat it. But we must
got
not let
close.
it roam free. It seems the world faces more than one threat.
Nyx definitely wants to come up. I think she wants some attention.
This is a welcome change of pace. The enemy's waves of attack are short-lived. Consider it an opportunity to apply the full measure of your craft.
Okay. And then I know that people have already been thirsting after you. Because none in leather.
Forgive me. What do you need? I will fight. When the time comes.
The Undertaker has joined the Warriors of the Round Table. Choose her to depart on expeditions. The Undertaker is an offensive character who can execute persistent attacks by fluently evading enemy onslaughts. Okay, if that translates to Duchess, but with more offense, I mean... that's right up my alley. What the fuck? A voice is heard from within the light. We shall descend when the world desires balance.
Yes, I'm listening. I imagine this was once a chapel, but now it's little more than a store cupboard for the Scholar's possessions. Do you think it blasphemous? Well, I'm far worse. I pray to a god about whom I know nothing. Must it really be me? I wonder, when the dawn breaks, will everyone truly be saved, or...
But you're, like, godly. But now I have... Decrepit and Forgotten. Those are new. Still not much in the way of red. Quite a lot of red on the Revenant, though. Interestingly. Quite a lot of red on the Recluse. Although I suppose she already had one that was quite red. Interesting. And then we have the new ones for the Undertaker and the Scholar. Okay. I will probably want those. Do we have unique ones? No. Baby? Baby, I can't see. And we don't have any costumes yet. Okay. I will probably want all of those urns. But you also have urns, which I will definitely buy, because there's no reason not to. You got anything else new? Yeah, what is it, baby? You want more pets? You want more lovin's? I need to trim your nails, Jesus Christ. Auto charge, that's new. That's definitely new. Or maybe it's just new wording that I've not paid attention to. You think auto charge is just a change in wording? Maybe. Probably. Because some of your older relics have that now. There. Yeah, they may have just changed wording then. Right, let's have a look then. Let's change those to standard so I don't get confused. So it looks like... Okay, yeah, he's a rapier user. That makes sense. We didn't have a rapier user. That was an obvious gap. Carry more items and level up items by using them. Interesting. So bag craft, carry more items, level them up. See target with monocle and note findings which linger as spirit symbols to various effects. You would have loved claws, fists for someone, honestly. Yeah. I was kind of thinking claws and fists would make sense. It is possible that we'll get someone that's more like a well, there's characters from Elden Ring's DLC which are like martial artists. So you could have like a martial artist user and then you add those weapons from the DLC. That would make sense. See target with monocle, note findings which linger as spirit symbols to various effect. Okay. And communion, scatter pages of taboo tome to thread enemies and damage simultaneously. Oh, okay, so you join them together into a single health pool. Confluence, allies' execution of art enables additional art activation regardless of gauge. Okay. Bloodletting triggers the power of the loathsome hex. As in, you trigger bloodletting on yourself, and that triggers the powerful hex of the loathsome hex. Loathsome hex, pull out uncanny bone from body, speed toward target, and strike. You haven't really tried Scholar's Ult, but that seems very useful. Yeah, especially if you get a like an Everjail or a boss where it's multiple enemies at once. Because then you can just hit one of them and fuck them up. I can see that being really, really good. So Confluence, yeah, it's if someone else uses their art, I can just use mine immediately. Bloodletting isn't like Blood Loss, it's just the animation that she does from what you've seen. Okay. I can imagine Scholar and Recluse, just from reading it, Scholar and Recluse will synergize really, really nicely. Because if Scholar does their ult and joins everything's health bar together, and Recluse uses their ult where you attack things and you get FP and HP back from them, then not only are you doing a bunch of damage, but you're also getting a bunch of healing. So it would be interesting to see how those two synergize. So what is the... Oh, okay, maces. That makes sense. We didn't have a... Interesting. We didn't have a blunt specialist, really. Raider is the closest thing, but even he isn't true blunt. He's just colossal. You had a great tech for Undertaker to use her ult, Duchess's ult, second Undertaker ult, then Duchess rewind, because her ult does crazy single target small AoE damage. Yeah, I could see that, yeah. Do we have any new weapons? Maybe, but not that I've necessarily encountered. I don't know what it takes for them to be shown in here, because I've not come across all of these in-game. I know that much. And what weapon type? It would be hammer, surely. Yeah, okay, so hammer, which means Marika's hammer, is the legendary for it. That actually makes a lot of sense. That could be interesting. So, Bagcraft. I have 4. Wait, no, I have a stack of 4 rather than a stack of 2. Was it 2 or 3 that you normally have? And then if I use 1, I forget how to use. Up. So 1 use. Okay, so 3 uses to get 1 level, at least for the first level. But then it takes quite a few to get the next level. But 3 is the top level. Okay. But then what's going to be interesting... I think... Yeah, I think 6 is right. What I think's going to be interesting is it the length? Is it the duration of the effect? Okay, so hold on. 56. $73. I don't know if that's necessarily any different. That gave them a buff. But also gave me gave them a mark similar-ish to that's, yep, there we go. That's why it's good. So it's very shot lock. Oh no, it's attack down. It's attack down, not attack up. Yeah, distance dictates how quick it is. That makes sense. I don't think you can go... Reapplying it doesn't make the effect worse. Oh! Okay, give myself a shield and give stamina up. Considerable stamina up. And I guess if I don't charge it, I don't get the shield effect. The shield effect doesn't really persist very long. It's a very strong shield. And the stamina up could be fucking huge. So then what's this do? Oh yeah, this is the one that just joins them together. But does that include us? Oh wait, no, I'm getting health back for hitting them. Or at least I was. And I don't think that was just a rally effect. So is that a hidden part of it? Ooh, hold the phone. Ah, yep. I think I may have worked out another way for Scholar to be insane. So it seems that if I activate Communion... Yeah, you also recover health whilst hitting them. So the damage to other enemies seems like it's 20%, but that hidden health recovery is nice, especially assuming that that is paired with anyone that attacks, not just you. That means combining this with AoE damage, like Recluse or even like Guardian's ult. Pretty much anything is really interesting. I've not looked up what their thingies are. But what I'm interested in is if I use this 153. How many times do I have to use it, given that this is infinitely reusable? A lot more. Okay, but it is infinitely reusable. Just because Wraith Calling Bell is ridiculously powerful at the beginning of the game. Dex and in the Arcane S. Oh, okay. So now, how much does it do? I don't know, because I ran out. So we went from 153 to 168. Again, early. That's quite good damage. For very safe damage. What about once we get it to level 3? Given that you can give yourself a Wraith Calling Bell through relics as well. Okay, so we're now level 3 with it. So from 153 to 200. So a 30% increase in efficacy. What about fire pots? So 138. Only need to use 2. And that's already gone up 100. Oh! Okay, so fuck everything else about Scholar for the moment. Items. Just build items. It does. You have to use quite a few of them to get any level. Oh, wait, no, because that was going up to level 3. Give me some magic. Give me some magic. I need something that's actually gonna use up a lot of FP. Sweet. My maximum mind has been increased. And that gives me 2 attack ups at max level. Okay. What seems bizarre to me is that you can level these up. I don't know how often you're gonna get tiers to be able to, like, actually level those. Oh, never mind. I see now. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. You're leveling up the category, not the specific thing. That is potentially insane. I want to see what a volcano pot looks like now. Because volcano pots are really fucking good. Take spread effects to allies. I think that's going to be a given for Scholar. I think that's going to be a given. So it looks like boluses are their own category, which makes sense. But then all of the other, like, buffing consumables are their own category. So, like, basically, pop pickled feet whenever you get them, and it will power up your exalted flesh. No, so because of how it's organized, they're organized in the same category, but I'm guessing it goes off of effect type. So all of the throwable weapons, other than throwing knives, which are their own thing, all of the throwable, like, bomb weapons are their own type. All of the FP to do something type are something. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. So what's a level 3 magma pot? It's not actually... It's not bad, but I don't know if it's necessarily much better. I think the biggest... For AoE with an ult, that's a fair point. But I think the biggest change is probably going to be on these earliest ones, where it's added AoE damage, whereas that already had AoE damage. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so there's a secondary effect. That's interesting. What about thunder? Thunder brings down a second delayed bolt. That's nice. Presumably an enemy could move out of that, but I think the one that I'm going to be really interested in is the poison, though. What's that doing? What's that effect? Wait. Wait. Hit me. Thank you. Yep. That's massive. Okay, holy pots heal. That's now an AoE heal. And not a bad heal. They didn't used to, no. No, I think that's going to be from level 3 item effect. But also, throwing pots, you can give yourself some at the beginning of a match, at the beginning of a run, and they didn't take many to level up. So that's big. Okay, we've got poison. Poison is now also doing... One, we've got an AoE effect of poison gas, and it does defense down. And the pots, yeah, the pots are their own category. So you level up one pot, you level them all up. Pots are huge. And that effect is lasting a long time. So you use one of those on a boss, and that's significant. Fetid applies the same effect, but then you also have DOT. That's nice. Rot. It might just be the persisting effect. That's fine. Swarm. This does bleed. I think that might just be scale. And then I think that might just be larger. It's kind of difficult to compare because I don't remember what some of these do. We've seen Volcano. I don't think Alluring will be able to show us anything. Oh yeah, similar to the magic. Sleep. I'm imagining lingering effect. Yeah. Alluring does damage over time. I don't know if it did that before. It doesn't appear to have an effect on us. Freezing. Damage over time from the spikes. Okay. Interesting. I'm interested in what other effects there might be now. Like, so these are all leveled up the same as Exalted Flesh. So that gives us a HP up. So Boiled Crab still does defense up, but also gives us extra HP. I don't know if there's any particular difference in the Prawn, which boosts damage negation. It might just be the same effect, because they do a very similar thing. Okay, what about... That gave us stamina recovery, but I think greater stamina recovery. Pickled feet. I think that's giving us much the same effect as it did, but it's maybe going to last longer. I'm interested to see if the boluses do anything. Warming Stone leveled up sounds interesting. Will that give back more health? Maybe, or that might... No, I don't think that's necessarily larger, but that might give back more. Hit me. Thank you. That might be giving back more per tick. So it's giving a significant amount back. Doesn't appear to have any effect on the enemy, which is fine. Fire Grease now does 151. Takes 2 to level up. $150. So not necessarily adding more damage, but maybe lasts longer. I'd imagine lasts longer. Nope, that was bleed. 161. Okay. So level 3 does increase damage. I presume level 2 extends duration. To level up boluses. Second level is giving us health regen. This is without any ability that means we restore health through using boluses and such. And then it gives us defense up as well. Bearing in mind that this is any type of bolus, upgrades that. So even if you get a bolus that is, like, completely irrelevant, or if you get Wormface, and you can farm boluses, yeah, that's really good. Because if you were to combine that with restore health from boluses and share stuff with allies, now all allies are getting health back, health regen, and defense up just from a bolus. That's massive. As well as getting the effect of the bolus, which can be beneficial because those do stack as you go through the run. As a support, this is massive. Massive. Okay, so I want... Let's do enhanced charge attacks. On me. Just because charge attacks is an easy one to measure. So 113 immediately powered up. It goes to 129. Goes to 143. I think I may have also gotten health back. Yeah, oh yeah, boluses will level up fast. Okay, no, I didn't get health back, but we're now level 3. 146. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, tears. Yeah, you can get tears from treasure chests. They're a really common source of it. You can start with one from relics, and yeah, if you go around the perfume camps, you can often find them in perfume camps. That's really interesting, and of course now they are all empowered. I'm interested to see what like the recovery over time one looks like. That's also given us, by the looks of it, more stamina and more max HP. That's cool. And attack up. That's massive. I would expect these to have really good effects, though, given the fact that, you know, they're rare. Exploding. Level 3. I don't know how much that does base. That's interesting. Okay. What about... I can't really test bewitching. I can test throwing knives, though. So 39. 39, 40. That just doubled. And now it does defense down. Dude. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good. Do they have any unique effects at level 3? Or are they all defense down? I think they're all defense down. Yeah, looks like they're all defense down. That's fine. That makes them, again, really useful in a boss fight, to be honest. So these are all empowered through throwing bombs. I'm fairly certain the range on that isn't that big normally. Okay. That's pretty big. Okay, yeah, that definitely didn't go as many times as before either. Ooh. Okay. I want to see what bewitching branches do, because it might make them actually... Like, they can be really, really powerful, but a lot of the times you kind of ignore them. Ah, and you can see... It shows you the type. So bewitching branch is the same as perfume. So I don't know if this means it'll last longer. Because I've bewitched him. Thank God that he starts with a pouch. Yep, and bear in mind that there are relics that you can have a second pouch. Immediately. And bewitching branches aren't that difficult. Oh yeah, you can still buy, if you're solo... No, because if you're solo, you get the Wending Grace, so it's not even solo. You can get a pouch from any merchant, and then I think you can still get a second pouch from the merchant town. Okay, that effect is lasting a really long time. Okay, now it's level 3. I think he's also powered up. He's got an empowered effect. I don't know what kind of empowered effect, but he has one. You wonder if Wending Grace can level. I doubt it. That's not saying no, but I doubt it. Oh, but I have just leveled up all of my perfumes. That is a lot of damage. And this is without the empowered perfuming arts. Oh. Oh. So yeah, Scholar, item build. Item build. That is so interesting. Wait. Okay. No. So, Starlight Shards are the same category as Glintstone Scraps. Interesting. So you could easily level your Starlight Shards without wasting them. Ah. What did Starlight Shard do different again? Oh yeah, increased mind. Increased mind. That is so interesting. That is so interesting. Okay, so now Undertaker. I don't hate her combo. It's quite arching as well, so it feels like it would be easy to hit multiple things. Ooh. Okay, so activate it. Hold with max art gauge for an enhanced attack. Or press R2 while holding. But what does this... What does that do? Whilst I'm in a trance. Is that how I gain my art gauge? Oh, I'm gaining attack as I hit things. And I have increased damage negation. Cancelling it out doesn't appear to do much. You think art gauge is just gained for attacks and my dodge changes, does it? Okay. Oh yeah, dodge is more bloodborne-y. But then hold with max art gauge or press R2 while holding. Okay, maybe only when you have your art gauge maxed out. So what does art gauge look like normally? Wait, turn around. Oh! That is a huge gap closer. Fucking hell. Nice. That'll be really good for, like, Tricephalos. Yeah. Damage is pretty nice, too. So then... Magma worms as well, yeah. Hold L2 with max arc gauge. Enhanced attack. Oh, it's pink if you get the enhanced one. So yeah, you can do a lot of damage pretty quick. Okay, yeah, so that one was a quick one. And I just got damage up once until I hit it a couple of times. Whereas if I hold it, it's pink. Oh, by holding it, do I get the improved dodge? You get a better dodge, I think. Or you get some kind of other effect. Because there's a different... You can see the foot. If I just press it, I don't get the foot. If I hold it, I get the foot. Oh, it's increased movement speed. It's increased movement speed. Hey, Argablog. Ooh. Auto dodge. That's what it is. Interesting. Auto dodge, but it drains your arc gauge. That's what threw you off. Ah. You didn't know because you had it set up like this for testing. Yeah, it makes sense. I've not done any runs. No, we've just been practicing. I haven't set these characters up yet. Oh yeah, my arc gauge is completely gone. The new map is a doozy. I've not seen. I think, though, that attacking, bearing in mind that I have no relics equipped, I think that attacking whilst in your character skill is charging your art more quickly. Maybe not. Because if I hold L2... Okay, no, I don't get the effect. I don't get the dodge without the art gauge. So yeah, you have the option of, do you want to be defensive or do you want to be offensive? But, okay, that's... Yeah, the R2 just instant does it. So you don't have to hold. But going for the auto dodge does completely consume your art gauge. Interesting. Interesting. Unsurprisingly, I don't have skins for them. I imagine that will come from beating the Dreglord and or doing their remembrance. I'm really annoyed now that we didn't beat the Dreglord first try. Oh, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. I won't have anything that is specific to Scholar, but I could start with a throwing dagger. HP restoration. Hold up. Give me a red. Perfect relic. Right off the bat. You watched someone beat him first try, and surprisingly, there was no reward. We got very, very close. We got very, very close. Defeating enemies restores HP for allies. That could be good. Items confer effects to all nearby allies. Stone Sword key in possession. Arcane up. That's pretty nice. I have a bunch of good relics now. In case you couldn't tell. So yeah, I could start with another small pouch. Flask also heals allies. Increased rune acquisition, stone sword key, and discount. Wait. The fact that that's not grayed out. Wait a second. Does that mean that you would be powered up whilst fighting alongside a Revenant, even though I'm not a Revenant? As long as they have a summon out. No. Okay. Okay. So that Knight of the Fathom feels ridiculously good for Scholar. That one feels pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like what I want is small pouch. You put Frost and Bleed on Scholar's starting weapon since he's an arc monster. That's not a bad shout. Yeah, build him similar to Executor. It's not a bad shout. Because his starting weapon doesn't have any inherent status effect, does it? You have a yellow with small pouch, HP restoration on hit, on thrust encounter and dex +2. Didn't have much else good for him there. Fair. And his damage output without status is very low. Yeah, but I think if you were to build a scholar, or if you were to run a scholar with an exec, and then maybe a guardian or a raider, guardian probably ideally that has take aggro whilst blocking, that would be an insane build, because you could hope that I mean, I don't know what the drops look like for Scholar yet, if you get a lot of status stuff generally. But you could hope that you could get a katana from the exec that has something, if they get something better, and that could be really, really good. That's also not bad, potentially. Hold on, let me see what yellows I've got. Start with the calling bell. Scholar's thrusting swords is his preferred drop, and the only status one's the Ant Spur and the Frost Rapier. And the Bloody Helix. That does bleed. That's a heavy thrusting. Good point. So I guess he doesn't have preference for that. I think potentially that one, because then I have a good way of doing starting damage. And then it's either I could get a small pouch from the beginning, or have improved perfuming arts could be interesting. What's my other one that had small pouch? I know I had another one on a red. Just vigor. Yeah, I'll take some vigor. Crystal Tear. Could start with a Crystal Tear. HP restored when using medicinal boluses. That's massive. Iron Jar Aromatic to start with. Items confer effects to all nearby allies. We already have that from this. Opaline Bubble Tear. Dormanhauer helps discover katanas. Could be big. And fire attack up, but reduced faith and strength. Faith and strength don't really matter for him, so I think that one might be the one to go for. There. We definitely want the hammer. One. Because that's just ridiculous. That one's a pretty good one. I'm just going to put that one on just to save it. That one's a pretty good one. Don't really want to build something that's based off of Night Invaders, because that's dangerous. Ooh. That's a pretty good one, actually. What is her default Ash of War? Prayerful Strike, yeah. Thunderbolt might be good then. But it's situational depending on what... Well, no, because are you still going to have the same hammer? Probably not. Everjail could be really, really, really good. To be fair. That one's quite good. That one's really good, actually. Attack up +4 is really nice. The extra HP is really nice. Small shield, meh. Fists might not be terrible. It seems a shame because of how good that red that I have is. But what about blue? Max HP is always nice. That one's pretty good. Switching weapons is also a pretty nice one. That one's not bad, given the synergy with Prayerful Strike. Hoarfrost Stomp could be interesting. That's pretty good. Let me make it so you can actually see what the fuck I'm talking about. She doesn't really need FP as much. That one's not bad. Axes might not be bad, but everything else on that's kind of shit comparatively. Don't really have any good greens for Deep of Night. Not so much. Okay. You don't really have many good anythings for Deep of Night. I won't lie. I just did a bunch of normal runs. And then I was buying stuff from him for the Deep Scenic Flatstone. And selling whatever wasn't good. And I just did that a bunch. So that's how I got a lot of the ones that I have. I've not actually done any more Deep of Night. Okay. So Scholar, yeah, definitely feels like something that I would want to do multiplayer. Kind of like how I see Recluse. I see Recluse as being massive damage, but best played in a party. A journey entry titled To Distant Limveld. Crossing the star-tossed seas, I reached the land of my ancestors. According to my documents, there's an academy in which the great sage Herodotus passed down his knowledge. He for whom our institution's named. But what I seek above all else is the cleansing tear. There is a line concerning it found in a collection of folk tales I read back in the institution that I cannot help but dwell upon. The cleansing tear is our dear desire manifest, that which will save our kind from its fate. It can be found here, in this land, I'm certain. The gate hidden in the fog has opened. I will draw the truth into the light at last. A sky of clouds. In the distance, the sun breaks through, only to disappear again. Go, to the place where they await you. Only there will you find your salvation. The father told me those were the words of our God. I think he was seizing an opportunity to be rid of me. Loathsome thing that I am. I do not fault him for it. Undertaker's remembrance is wild. I can imagine, just going off of her abilities, she seems very Bloodborne. And both of their alt outfits are ridiculously cool. Sacred Blade would be cooler than what we've got. You haven't seen the Dark Souls ones yet. Let's imagine Scholar, Six-Eyed Channeler. That one seems pretty obvious. Don't know what from Dark Souls 2 or 3, though. Maybe one of the archdeacons? You know, one of the scholar outfits, and it's actually something you guessed before release. Or Eileen the Crow. Or Pyramid Head from Bloodborne. I forget what his actual name was. But either of those would kind of make sense. I think Six-Eyed Channeler would be a really good one, though. Undertaker. It's not going to be anything from Bloodborne since Sony owns it. Good point. That's a very good point. Six-Eyed Channeler, Archdeacon of the Dark or the Deep. Those would be two that I can imagine. Undertaker. The paladin that you kill in Catacomb of the Giants. Smelter. Revenant in the Frida outfit looks like a smaller Undertaker. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not a bad one. Okay, let's do a run. A great cavity in the depths of Limveld, the Great Hollow. A sacred tower can be seen from the waterfall, and the hollow is strewn with giant crystals. But much of it's decrepit and much of it is decrepit, and the ground is cracking open. The area is peppered with exotic ruins, the only thing that remain of an ancient people, and a temple is buttressed by two forts, one each to the east and west, where the cursed miasma that exudes from the crystals eats away at life. Neutralizing the curse requires the protective blessing of a great crystal. Okay. Wait, what? New things will not be in the... Yeah, okay. Can't have Deeper Night. So the Balancers is a new one. 7 Valkyries clad in white armor. These servants of their heavens restore the balance of the world by wielding heroic weapons that purify chaos. But even heroines must one day sleep. So why not retire early to the annals of history? Okay. It's interesting that they're weak to sleep. That's not a weakness that you see very often. But also the fact that it's a multi-enemy boss. I'm interested how they're going to do that. Is it going to be like Four Kings style, where if you kill them quick enough? Or is it going to be crazy, like Everdark Libra? I don't know. But let's find out. I have been playing normal Elden Ring, so just be be aware that I might fuck up. That's why I was like, how do I use items again? Because I was thinking Elden Ring. We just beat Melania. So we've done all the bosses in the main game, and we've just moved on to the DLC, which is my second time ever going through the DLC. Holy fuck. Oh, Christ. Okay. I don't know what I expected, but... I have no health. Oh yeah, I actually have to pick this stuff up. Ooh! Okay. Crabs! Interesting that it's front-loading talismans. Why is it front-loading talismans for me? Oh, I forgot. Does Prayerful Strike restore HP? Yes, and for your allies. Nice. Is this a boss, or is this just an enemy? It is just an enemy. Not bothering. Hello! Crabs. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Attacks inflict sleep? Ooh. Okay. Are you a boss? You do not appear to be a boss. Is there a boss to this area? Yes. Presumably. Wait, why did I get a double charge? Interesting. Where's the enemy? Where's the boss? I will probably not finish this run. Oh, I see a lobster. Yeah, I will probably not finish this run purely because I have no idea where I should be looking and stuff. Okay. Both of the heals are over there, but there's a third one that's over here that I can get to pretty quickly. But I am massively underleveled for where I would want to be. Oh! HP restore. Nice. I am massively underleveled for where I would want to be right now. I would want to be around level 5 or 6, but I'm learning a new character and a new area. I can get there using this. Just saying. Probably a boss in there. It's remarkable that I've not fought a boss yet. Shiny. So that's what restoring FP looks like. Didn't really mean to do that. Why am I not jumping? I had no stamina. Why is half my health gone? That's a Bloodhound Knight. Is this the curse? This is the curse. That's why I've got half health. It's like Dark Souls 1's curse. The lighting's kind of fucking up. That's interesting. I should not be here. You're doing so great. Thanks. Thanks. When will... There it goes. I'm out of the fog. This area is definitely harder to navigate, but we've still got madness. Wait. Did I go the wrong way? No, I mean, I've just, yeah. How have I not fought a single boss? Wait! Hello? Oh. Have I tried finding bosses? Look. Let me explore. I'm having fun, okay? Is this run doomed? Yes. Do I care? Kind of. Is there much I can do about that now? No. Whoa! Hello! what a fucking boss to find first. You're telling me. Especially when my ability is fucking spinning weapon. Fuck. Imagine it was Bell-Bearing Hunter. I would not have enjoyed that. I would not have enjoyed that. Someone say 2 deaths. Because that was my second. I died against thingy. I forgot to set Bloodborne deaths. Not Bloodborne. This isn't Bloodborne. I forgot to set up Nightreign deaths. Again. I presume her faith isn't terrible. I have not checked. Yeah, faith and strength makes sense. I killed something! I killed something! Guys! Guys! I killed something! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! This area is, yeah. Without having, I would have expected like a spirit spring there, maybe. Oh, good. Yeah, that's a boss I wanted to find. At level 2. Like, I don't know how to navigate here yet. Because navigation is... so different. No DTS at level 2. Get good. Look, I do need to get good, but in order to get good, I need practice. Okay? That's death 4. Just, you know, in case anyone was counting. Ooh. So what was it that double charged my ult earlier? Was it because I did a dodge through a grab? You're kidding me! Oh, fuck. That's a night 1 boss? Why do you recognize them? Dark Souls 3's DLC. The Ring City DLC. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, yeah. Nightreign. I believe it's just Nightreign. There is no death counter for Nightreign. Okay. Is it Elden Ring Nightreign? What did I call it? Deaths. There's Nightreign Deep. So maybe I should start one for the DLC. Yeah, probably. Okay. Nightreign DLC. Death Nightreign DLC. No, we don't count. Oops. Death. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't count the ones where I get a free revive. Okay. We try that again. We try that again. You think the codex has my total amount of deaths? Probably. Mine is close to, if not more than 700 at this point. This seems like a slightly easier start. I wonder why I'd think that. Where's the Site of Grace? Oh, I didn't realize that was that one. Yeah, basically every time we see a "you died" screen, that's when we died. I like the amount of poise damage she does. I mean, obviously it's a hammer, but... it's still nice to see that amount of damage. There's not going to be any bosses the way that I've chosen to go until we get to the ruins. But it's a good opportunity to get some level and weapons. Fucking dogs! Hayden. Okay, yeah, this is a situation where Scholar would be good. Because he could join the health bar of a bunch of stuff together. I do wonder if joining health bars also carries over status effects when they're threaded, because that would definitely make Scholar good. Of course I'm not in the right place. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. We have a run now. We have a run now. Can I wield it? I can wield it. That was a really ballsy jump that I just kind of did without any thought. I mean, is anyone surprised? Yeah, it's a shame the unique doesn't carry over, but that's kind of cool. Anyway. Can I use this to get over? I think I can. Just. Sugar. That's fine. That was a really good attempt for a level 4. Against what feels like a formidable beast, yeah. And now I get one shot. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it. Bleed? Frost? No. I could use my ult and just kill it that way, but... that's not fun. Oh. We get the flicky. I fucked up the flicky! Two of us can do that, bitch. Damn it. I want to get the flick off. Let me flick you off. Fuck you. Oh, that's also good. Okay, this run... it's got something to it. I have no idea what the boss is like, so we'll probably still fail, but... this run's got some... it's got some legs to it. You know? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Especially given the fact that I've not killed many bosses. The Night 2 bosses are harder than the Balancers. Cool. I will look forward to finding out. I'm presuming there is no, oh, I see Draconic again. Hidden, the braided cord or whatever the fuck, frayed braid on this map. But you're sure someone's already data mined this, all the secrets? Probably. Run, bitch, run! It's fine, I'll get some health back here. Is it going to be Demon Princes again? Or is it going to be the other possibility? We're a much better level now. It's Demon Princes. Probably. I know, baby. It is actually about time that I fed you. You're right. I know. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, now my question is going to be, when I eventually do beat these, are they going to have a phase 2? I don't think that hit. I also think I'm going to lose this run. I don't remember these guys well enough. I know it wasn't that long ago that we did DS3 Purecaster. But I don't remember him that well. That was a much, much better run, though. I think probably one more run for right now. And then I will take a break to sort out some food, and then we'll come back and do Final Fantasy Friday. Okay, this looks like our first run. This looks very similar to our first run. It's not the same layout, though, because our... Our, thingies aren't in the same location. Our churches. I would take that, thank you. Yeah. Okay, improved stamina. A few times over, improved stamina. Improved jump attacks. So this is a ruin. This is a grand church, but I don't know. Are there ever jails in this? Crap. Yeah, I don't see any Everjails on the map. I don't think. That is what I get for not deliberately trying to level. Yeah, there's none, at least none obvious that I can see. Okay, yes. Dodging a grab attack instantly gives you things. Yep. So clearly her mechanic is just fuck everyone up with repeated ults, which is why an individual ult doesn't do as much as other characters. This is a incredibly tanky battle. What the fuck? What is the boss here? Have I missed a way down? I'm so confused. Yeah, so if you auto-dodge a enemy that spams grabs... it might scale, yeah. I should really just fuck off. I don't know what the boss here is. I don't know where the boss here is. It's kind of fucking me up. Is that a Leonine? Looks like it. Damn. I forget how long Prayerful Strike takes. I can't use it like Thingy's ability. Like, what's his nuts? Raider. I know I'm low level, and that this is a formidable beast. But it seems like she doesn't have a lot of vigor. Which would make sense given that she has an auto dodge. I was really hoping to get more stagger damage off, but I'm not staggering as often as I'd like. I also dislike that I keep spawning over here. What's that skill? Rapture of the Mists? No. I want this one because of the Wraith. But it's really not summoning Wraith, ever. What the fuck is this? Jesus. No, 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 no. I see a demi-human queen there, though. That would have been a good boss to have fought. Oh, that's when you spawn them. I like the music. Don't feel bad for the jellies. Oh, how the fuck am I supposed to... What? There's a more and then an ancient beast, okay. How? I mean, that's just gonna kill me. This area seems so awkward to navigate. There's so many dead ends. Okay, there's a lot of dragons over here. A lot of enemies, bosses. Things that want to make me do the die. There's many of them here. Yeah, this run's probably dead. Honestly, burning a scholar ult to deal with these guys might be worth it. Yeah, I don't think great axes are great. Well, now what am I supposed to do? Really? He did know about. He saw what I did to all of his friends. Hey, baby. I'm gonna feed you soon, okay? I'm probably gonna die in a minute, and then I'll feed you. I believe there is also a time limit where it will just spawn the boss, even if you haven't killed everything, but... I'm only level 3. I mean, there's nothing I can do right now. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, shifting Earth has settled, though. Do I always play solo? Mostly. Especially when I'm trying to learn. Mostly. An academic who walks the lands between and a member of the school of Herodotus who seeks knowledge through travel. He contracted a disease that causes abnormally rapid aging. Boasts impressive arcane levels, but other attributes suffer. Has the potential to gain incredible battlefield advantages through observation. Yeah, he really is just all arcane, and then dexterity is the better of the stats, but it doesn't really matter what you go with other than arcane. An abbess who was mandated by her monastery to slay the Night Lord. Her uncanny strength belies her physique, leading others to keep her at a distance and eventually assign her to the unenviable task of burying the dead. Boasting impressive strength and faith, she is an unassuming gatekeeper to the afterlife who annihilates enemies with ruthless efficiency. And yeah, so strength and faith A. Arcane's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's about equivalent to everyone else. Okay, no one has an arcane below C. Ah, okay. Okay, this gives us more detail. Absorbing power of darkness-imbued attacks executed by certain enemies allows activation of art. So that would be the dodging the grab attacks. Agility is increased and repeated attacks boost attack power. Exhausting ultimate gauge activates an additional loathsome hex. Pull out the uncanny bone from the body, speed toward target and strike, attack repeatedly and allow for airborne movement. He has 50 arc. Executor has 28. And anyone else is between 10 and 13 at level 15. Ooh. So he has highest level. Okay. So level 2 effect is strengthened. Level 3 a bonus effect gets added. Continue observing to advance analysis. Improve rate of progression by using an analyze on more enemy specimens. Discovering special notes and including allies in analysis. Damage inflicted on threaded enemy affects other enemies. Also can heal HP of threaded allies. Attack received from threaded enemy also damages attacker. I didn't test every item, but I did test most of them, yeah. Okay. So basically, they both benefit from playing with other people as opposed to playing solo. I mean, I know that they all benefit from playing with other people to some extent, but like Scholar is really built as a support to have other players, and Undertaker is built as a DPS to synergize with everyone else. We tried most items, yeah. We didn't try every single possible one, but we did try all of the pots. We did try all the pots. Yeah. This is definitely, now that we're done with Silksong, this will be what we do this weekend, is play Nightreign. I'm interested to do Scholar. I'm especially interested to do Scholar in co-op with other people. I'm interested in getting better with Undertaker. Yeah, we beat Silksong earlier today. Oh yeah, that's technically a great hammer. Strike weapon forged with black iron to conceal bloodstains. The religious motif has been worn down by repeated bludgeoning. Originally a ceremonial tool meant for use upon the sacred dead to lay them in their coffins, but now the owner wields her hammer against the living. Whom she prays will avoid a similar torment and rest in eternal peace. A thrusting sword with an intricately engraved silver handle. The colouring is nicely subdued after years of attentive care. When sheathed, the sword serves as a cane to ease a traveller's burden, like a companion who shares the trials encountered when traversing great distances. Graduates of the school all follow a similar path, readying themselves to be vessels to newfound knowledge. Ew. But yeah, your best weapon to get as Scholar is probably Ant Spur, because if you could get like a cold Ant Spur. Okay, you're back. Did I beat Silksong? Yes, earlier today. Yeah, it's annoying that there isn't a legendary thrusting sword, only heavy thrusting. I don't know what the legendary thrusting would be. It's a bit annoying. Like, it feels weird that there isn't a legendary in each category. Even if it's a pseudo legendary, like it wasn't a legendary in the original game. Because, like, the Executioner's Sword isn't legendary in the main game, I don't believe. There's only 11 legendaries in the main game. And there's more than that in this. So I feel like they should have made a pseudo-legendary out of each category. Yeah, especially the ones that are preferred by given Nightfarers. Because, like, a dagger, it would have made so much sense to have, like, the Black Knife be the legendary. It's not a legendary, but it would make sense as one for this. Great swords, you've got 5 legendaries, which makes sense because there are a lot of great legendaries in a lot of great swords in the base game, but it It makes sense that you have the legendary heavy thrusting, because that's from the base game. I feel like they could have introduced, especially with Scholar, they could have introduced a new legendary thrusting sword. Eleonora's could have been a legendary. Or don't you get a twin blade from the Princess of Rot in the DLC? They could have introduced that. One of these, the Stormhawk axe could have easily been a legendary. Or Rosas's. Or the Axe of Godfrey. Was that a... No, I think that was a great axe as well. Hammer, at least you've got one. Flail, at least you've got one. Great Hammer, at least you've got one. Oh, there's the Axe of Godfrey. Yeah, it's a colossal weapon. Bolt of Grandsax, yeah. Mogwin's spear, yeah. You could have made, like, the Golden Halberd a legendary. Or Loretta's a legendary. Loretta's would have made sense. It's a boss weapon. The Winged Scythe could have been the legendary for a scythe. Bloodhound Claws could have been a legendary for claws. Like, there's loads of stuff that they could have done to just make it feel better when you come across certain things. Like, there are so many daggers in the game. And, like, don't get me wrong, getting the Scorpion Stinger, getting Reduvia, either of those is great. But getting the Black Knife and having that be a legendary that has a further skill, like the other legendaries in this do, that would have been amazing. It still has an inherent Destined Death effect, I think, though. That does seem like an odd gap that they still haven't really addressed. Yeah. We'll come back to this tomorrow and do some more. But thank you very much for watching. I'm going to take a bit of a break to sort out some food and feed Nyx, and then we'll come back with some Final Fantasy. So I'll probably see you in like hour and a half, depends how long I take to cook. Have a good one. Later.